Salutations! Welcome to another episode of Foxx Plays KSP, the 365-day challenge. So today we've got a pretty simple mission, and well, it's going to be a short episode, and I kind of apologize for that. But I'm trying to move towards shorter episodes, so it's just kind of leave room for other things. But also so that it kind of keeps the stress low. Well, anyway, I'm going to hop over to the launch pad and we'll see what's what. Alrighty, so here we are, and you can tell that I've been up to launcher building again, and I've actually returned to the original Proton line, the original ALV2 line, and I had a ALV2A, B, C, and D. And the A was a constructed as intended ALV2. The ALV2B was had an extra ALVC tank on the first stage. The C had that as well as an extended second stage, and the D had that as well as an extended third stage. But I really like the, I tend to do a lot of kind of moderate-sized payloads. Just a little too big to do reasonably with that ALV2. Sorry, I've just got distracted by something. But yeah, so I've taken to having this kind of multiple cores form a stack kind of deal. These aren't radial boosters in the traditional sense. They're not jettisoned. They have basically a interfuel system with the central tank, and so we'll basically fire all the when it's jettisoned, we'll jettison all 5 at the same time. But anyway, throttle up, SAS on. Here we go. Beautiful. Alrighty. So that's pretty cool, and it's got a fairly standard LV2C stack on top of that modified first stage. So I have noticed that I think, yeah, my fuel lines apparently need some work, because I think the core stage is going to fire for a little bit longer. But no matter, it all works. This is actually the first time that I've tested this launcher, so there's bound to be bugs, kinks to work out. But yeah, so this is an upgrade for the utility space station. And I really should come up with a better name for it, and I've been banging a few things around in my head. Thought perhaps a low orbit utility point, so that I could call it the Loop, French for wolf, but it's just kind of forced. I don't like it. But yeah, so this upgrade is basically a self-contained pod that has a whole bunch of reaction wheels. So it can probably flip the station around by itself, but it also has quite a lot of RCS. It's going to serve as kind of backup. Well, actually, at the volume we're talking about, it's probably going to be considered the primary monopropellant tanks for the station to resupply monoprop. I definitely think in future I'm going to redesign that station. It's just it needs monopropellant. And future utility stations will also have this upgrade by default, so it will not need a second launch. Right, we're coming up on radial engine cutoff. Alright, that's the radials done. Look at that. Pretty. So I think, yeah, we'll keep this going. May as well. So I'm a little worried about the decoupling here, because I'm using these aerodynamic cones from AB launchers. So here we go. Let's try this. Oh, would you look at that? Beautiful. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to start using those more often. They're very cool. Alright, we're going to point slightly down. And I'm noticing that I've got a lot of control authority with my payload here. It's giving me a lot of torque to work with. I think that's in a roughly 100 kilometer by 100 kilometer orbit. It's a little lower than that, but it's approximately where it is. Alright. Wow, we're gonna decouple this stage with all this fuel left. Feel kinda bad. We did not need that extended tank. I guess we'll try and get as much as we possibly can out of it. Alright, and I do like those Sepatrons arrayed like that, so that they kind of kick the previous stage backwards, so that you can kind of have a little bit of time to just kind of breathe. Oh wow, would you look at that. My goodness, I just performed the roll that usually takes a while. Alright, that's our third stage engine activated. And here we go. It's a very simple payload, very simple. Once we decouple it, it's got a clampetron on each end. It's got very small solar panels and some batteries just to keep it alive. And these docking ports are from the Stockalike station parts pack, and can clamp to regular clampetron seniors, and contain monopropellant, because they've got, this whole part is just one part. So they've got some monoprop built in, and I've got 4 5-way RCS ports for maneuvering. So it docks independently of the tug here. I suppose it doesn't need to, but it can. Got a probe core, and then from KW Rocketry we've got basically these 2 radially attached SAS units, and underneath them are a pair of stock 2.5 meter SAS units. So it's just got tons and tons of torque. But anyway, oh geez, just goes back and forth like anything. Okay, I don't know what went on there. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense a little bit. All right, well, I'm gonna put a cut here, and I'll see you when we're ready to dock this baby. All right, see you then. Alrighty. So we're approaching the utility station. About 35 meters a second. I'm just flipping around here. So yeah, I think we are gonna move a little bit closer on the tug, just to make the RCS journey much shorter. Alrighty. So we're going to point radial. Whoa! No using the RCS. Bad idea. Alright. And we're going to decouple. Alright, and we're going to switch to our tug to burn anti-radial. Or that'll work. That works. Okay. So, control from here. There we go. Alrighty. Getting some weird lag. I have moved to fine controls, just to give me a little bit more precision. Alrighty. Turn off fine controls briefly, just so I want full responsiveness from our RCS while we're translating. There's nothing to deploy on this spacecraft. There's no sticky outy bits. It's just kind of a self-contained little deal. Alright, switching back to fine controls. Alright, now approaching at 0.36 meters a second. We seem slightly unbalanced, and I'm not sure why, because everything on this craft is perfectly symmetrical. It always annoys me when that happens. Alright, well, we're going to speed things up a little bit. Now at 0.42 meters a second. Perfect. Alrighty. So now let's try and swing this thing around now. Well, it's not fast, but it works. Oh, alrighty. Well, that's utility station 1 taken care of. I think once we've ditched this super powerful second stage, we'll be in much better shape. What's going on there? Separate. Fire engine. 1000 delta V, give or take. Separate. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, that's us sorted. That's our payload for today. Tomorrow we'll take this on a trip to the moon, and then we'll have another payload for you. So, I've been Fox. This has been KSP, using some Tantares parts, not as many as usual, but mostly Stockalike Station Parts Pack. And, yeah, there it is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care.